Hi students. Okay, so today we are going to discuss with the situation form. Okay, let out property and house is vacant for some period and unrealized rent is also there. Okay, so till now we have seen the three situations. That is, first situation is totally the house is let out. Second one is house is let out and unrealized rent is there. And third situation is let out and vacancy is there. So now we are going to see that house is let out, vacancy, okay, and unrealized rent. Totally three we have here. Okay, see, the house is let out and vacancy is there for some period and even unrealized rent is also there. So okay, so total three things are there here. So in that case, how we have to calculate the formulas? Nothing but if in the question the house is given for rent purpose and the house is vacant for some period during the previous year and there is an unrealized rent also there in the previous year, means how we have to do. So here also we have to apply the rules of Rent Control Act, not applicable and applicable. So first step one is same, calculating ERV, which is higher of the following two amounts, MRV and FRV. Step 2, calculating ARV. ARV is equal to rent for 12 months period minus unrealized rent. Step 3, calculating adjusted ARV. So here you have to calculate the adjusted ARV. For calculating adjusted ARV, ARV minus rent for vacant period. ARV minus rent for vacant period. Okay. Next, step 4, calculating GAV. So here for calculating GAV, we have to see the 3 points. What are the 3 points once you see here? Adjusted ARV is less than ERV due to vacancy. Because of the vacancy only, if adjusted ARV has been reduced, okay, in that case GAV is equal to adjusted ARV. Okay, if adjusted ARV is less than only because of due to vacancy only, so in that case what happens, GAV is equal to adjusted ARV. Next, adjusted ARV is less than ERV not due to vacancy but due to other factors like unrealized rent. So here adjusted ARV is not only due to the vacancy but due to the other factors like unrealized rent. Means because of unrealized rent also, the just unrealized rent and vacancy, because of those things, if adjusted ARV is less than ERV, then in that case GAV is equal to ERV. Have you understood, ma'am? ఇక్కడ అడ్జస్టెడ్ ఏఆర్వి ఈఆర్వి కన్నా తక్కువ ఉన్నప్పుడు, వేకెన్సీ ఒకటే దాని వల్ల కాకుండా మిగతా ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ అంటే అన్రియలైజ్ రెంట్ అవి ఉన్నప్పుడు, దానివల్ల తగ్గినప్పుడు అప్పుడు జిఏవి ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఈఆర్వి. ఓకే, if adjusted ARV is more than ERV in spite of vacancy, if adjusted ARV is more than ERV, means if vacancy is also there, even then if adjusted ARV is more than ERV, then GAV is equal to adjusted ARV. Okay, so here also same step, but here we will be if standard rent is there, we will apply the, if standard rent is there, we have to apply the Rent Control Act applicable rules. Okay, once you see here, step 1 same, calculating ERV, which is the higher of the following two amounts, MRV and FRV. Step 2, calculating adjusted ERV, which is the least of the following two amounts, ERV and standard rent. Step 3, calculating ARV. Okay, so rent for 12 months period minus unrealized rent. Step 4, calculating adjusted ARV. ARV is equal to rent for vacant period. Okay, next, step 5, calculating GAV. Same points here, what I have explained is same points, but here adjusted ERV we have to consider. Adjusted ERV. Why? Because in step 2 we will be getting adjusted ERV na. So adjust comparison should be between adjusted ARV and adjusted ERV. Okay, so these are the 3 points for calculating the GAV. Okay, basing on this you will see the one question here. So question, once you see the question here, ma, see, Mr. Shantaram is owning a house property in Bangalore. So Shantaram, he has a house in Bangalore. On 1/4/2019, it is 1/4/2019, he has let out the house to Mr. Satyaram on a monthly rent of 7,500. So on 1/4/2019, okay, the house is let out to whom? To Satyaram. Okay, on a monthly rent of 7,500. Nothing but Satyaram is paying 7,500 as rent. On 1/9/2019, Shantaram was asked to vacate the house for non-payment of August month rent. So here Satyaram, he has not paid the August month rent. So on 1st September 2019, Shantaram was asked to vacate him. Okay, so here in the month of September he has vacated the house. Nothing but 1st September itself he has vacated the house. Again, on 1/11/2019, the house is let out to Mr. Rajaram on a monthly rent of 9,000. Again, the house is given for whom? To Mr. Rajaram on 1/11, means November. Once you observe here gap, September, October, 2 months the house is vacant here. September and October, 2 months the house is vacant. Again on 1st November 2019, the house is let out to Mr. Rajaram on a monthly rent of rupees 9,000. Again the house is given to Rajaram in the month of November. On 15th February 2020, Mr. Rajaram was died. Okay, on 15th February he was died, and his family vacated the house on 1st March. So his family was vacated on 1st March 20. Mr. Rajaram wife paid 4,000 rent as final settlement for the month of February. Actually, every month how much they have to pay? 9,000 they have to pay. But his wife, she has paid only 4,000. Okay, she has paid 4,000. So remaining 5,000 is unrealized rent here. Remaining 5,000 is unrealized rent. Okay, and March month the house is vacant. 1st March they have vacated. Total the March month the house is vacant. So here 1 month vacancy is there. Here she has paid only 4,000, means 5,000 is unrealized rent here. 5,000 which is not paid by his wife, so 5,000 is unrealized rent is there. So once you see here 2 months the house is vacant, and Satyaram, he has not paid the August month rent, so 1 month unrealized rent is there. So vacancy is there, unrealized rent is there, and what is there, let out. So 3 things are there, so we have to apply the situation 4. Okay, so municipal value of the house is 75,000 per annum, municipal tax is 10%, fair rental value is 6,000 per month, interest paid on loan taken to construct the house is 20,000. Okay, next compute the income from house property for the assessment year 2021. So municipal value 75,000 he has given, FRV is fair rental value also is given, municipal taxes 10% he has given, So on this municipal value you have to calculate municipal taxes. On this municipal value only you have to calculate the municipal taxes. Interest on loan also he has given. Okay, so now see. So one more thing, here we have to apply the Rent Control Act applicable or not. So here standard rent he is not given. If standard rent is not given, what we have to do? Rent Control Act not applicable rules we have to apply. Okay. Once you see here. So first, calculating ERV, which is higher of the following 2 amounts, MRV and FRV. Okay. Okay, just a minute. So here fair rental value is given, I have not taken 6,000 into 12. So fair rental value is 6,000 into 12. Okay. Now you see. So here just a minute. Around taken fair rental value 6,000. See my. So fair rental value 6,000 he has given. So 6,000 into 12 is how much? 72,000. So the higher value 72,000 is given. So the higher value ERV is equal to how much? 75,000. The higher value will be the ERV. Next, step 2, calculating ARV. ARV is equal to rent for 12 months period minus unrealized rent. Okay, so in this question, first of all, we calculate the rent for 12 months period. So how to calculate the rent for 12 months period? Once you see here, see, okay, Satya for Satyaram, on 1/4/2019, the house is given for rent purpose. To 31st August 2019, he has stayed in the house. Means total 5 months he has stayed in the house. So 5 months into 7,500 per month rent he has to pay. So 37,500 amount. Next, on 1/9/2019 to 31st/10/2019, the house is vacant here. These 2 months the house is vacant. May September to October ending the house is vacant. So 2 months vacant into 7,500, that is vacancy loss to whom? To owner. Next, Rajaram. Rajaram, he has came house on 1/11/2019 to 28th February 2020. Okay, he has lived in this house for how many months? 4 months into 9,000 per month. So 36,000 Rajaram has paid. Again, 1st March, nothing but in the March month the house is vacant. 1 month the house is vacant. Okay, so 1 month into 9,000, 9,000. Okay, this is totally 12 months. Totally 12 months rent period ma. Okay, once again listen carefully. జాగ్రత్త వినండమ్మా. 1/4/2019 నుంచి 31st August 2019 వరకు సత్యారాం ఇంట్లో ఉన్నాడు. 5 months ఉన్నాడు. సో 5 months into 7,500 రెంట్ అతను పే చేయాలి. సో 37,500. మళ్ళీ సెప్టెంబర్ అండ్ అక్టోబర్ 2 months ఆ ఇల్లు ఖాళీ ఉంది. సో 2 months ఖాళీగా అంటే ఇది లాసే కదా ఓనర్కి. సో 2 months into 7,500 15,000. నెక్స్ట్ రాజారాం, మళ్ళీ రాజారాంకి ఎప్పుడు ఇచ్చిండు? 1st నవంబర్ నుంచి ఫిబ్రవరి వరకు రాజారాం ఉన్నారు. సో into how many months? 4 months into 9,000 per month, 36,000. So 1 month vacant. మళ్ళీ మార్చ్ మంత్ హౌస్ వేకెంట్ ఉంది అంటే 9,000 రెంట్ లాస్ కదా అక్కడ. సో 1 month into 9,000. Okay, totally 12 months rent for 12 months is how much in that period, in the period of 19 and 20. Totally the 12 months rent is how much ma? Rent for 12 months is 97,500. Afterwards here we have to calculate unrealized rent. So for calculating unrealized rent, August month rent is not paid by the Satyaram, that is 7,500 into 1 rupee into 1 month, so 7,500. And Rajaram, okay, his wife, she has paid only 4,000 for the February month rent. She has not paid the amount 5,000. That 5,000 will be unrealized rent. So 7,500 plus 5,000, totally 12,500. Okay, so now calculate ARV. ARV is equal to rent for 12 months period minus unrealized rent. So 85,000, total 85,000 is ARV. Okay, next, see step 3, calculating adjusted ARV. So ARV is equal to vacancy loss. So vacancy loss is how much ma? One is 15,000. Yes or no? 15,000, 2 months rent, and another one is 5,000. Another one is 9,000. So 15,000 plus 9,000. Totally how much? 24,000. Here 1 month vacant, and here 2 months vacant, and here 1 month vacant. So total 24,000 is vacancy loss. So adjusted ARV is equal to 85,000 minus 24,000. So 61,000 we got the adjusted ARV. Okay. So now what you have to do means you have to compare it for calculating GAV. What you have to compare? You have to compare this 61,000 with this 75,000 ERV 75,000. Okay. If suppose unrealized rent is not there, then ARV will be how much ma? 97,500. Yes or no? If unrealized rent is not there and vacancy is not there, ARV will be how much? 97,500. So GAV will be 97,500 na? Oh yes. Okay, the higher value will take here. But because of unrealized rent, now ARV, how much it has been? 85,000. So it has been reduced. Still ARV is more than the ERV. Still ARV is more than the ERV here also. Okay, so here we will take the ARV only. But here what is happening? Due to vacancy, now adjusted ARV is how much? 61,000. Due to vacancy itself, due to unrealized rent and due to vacancy, due to both these factors, what happened here? Adjusted ARV is less than ERV. Otherwise ARV will be only higher. Adjusted ARV will be only higher. Yes or no? So here which rule we have to apply? Once you see here, adjusted ARV is less than ERV not only due to vacancy but due to other factors like unrealized rent. Means with vacancy even we have a unrealized rent also na, so then GAV is equal to ERV. Okay, see, adjusted ARV is less than ERV due to vacancy and other factors like unrealized rent. In that case GAV is equal to ERV. So ERV is how much? 75,000. So GAV is equal to how much? 75,000. ఓకేనా, అర్థమైందమ్మా ఇక్కడ. సో ఏమేం కంపేర్ చేయాలి? అడ్జస్టెడ్ ఏఆర్వి అండ్ ఈఆర్వి కంపేర్ చేయాలి. ఒకవేళ మనకి ఈ వేకెన్సీ అన్రియలైజ్ రెంట్ లేకపోతే ఎంత ఉంటుండేనమ్మా? ఏఆర్వి 97,500 ఉంటుండే, అవునా కదా. అన్రియలైజ్ రెంట్ తీసేసిన తర్వాత 85,000 అయింది, అప్పటికి ఎక్కువే ఉంది. కాకపోతే వేకెన్సీ కూడా తీయడం వల్ల మొత్తం 61,000 అయింది, అవునా కదా. సో ఈ అన్రియలైజ్ రెంట్ వేకెన్సీ రెండు ఉండడం వల్ల ఇది ఏఆర్వి అనేది తగ్గింది. కాబట్టి అలాంటి సిచ్యువేషన్లో GAV ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఈఆర్వి. ఓకే, GAV ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఈఆర్వి. నౌ యూ సీ దిస్ computation of Sri Shantaram's income from house property. GAV 75,000. Municipal taxes on municipal value you have to calculate, not on the GAV. Municipal value 75,000 he has given, 75,000 into 10%, that is 7,500. So deduct it, NAV you will be getting. Afterwards deduction under section 24, standard deduction under section 24A on this NAV 30% and interest on loan under section 24B directly has given in the question 20,000. Add these both, so 40,000 to 50. So now minus, so after subtracting 27,250 is income from house property. Okay, so one more question also you see here. See another question. From the following particulars compute income from house property of Srimati Lavanya. So once you see the question, MRV is there, FRV is there, standard rent is there, municipal tax is there, rent per month he has given, vacancy period he has given, unrealized rent he has given, 1 month, fire insurance premium. So fire insurance premium we won't consider, interest on loan taken to repair the house we will consider. So here rent per month he has given, vacancy period 1 month, unrealized rent. So totally 3 we have. So we have to apply the situation 4. We have to apply the situation 4. And in situation 4 we have to see whether Rent Control Act applicable or not. So here standard rent he has given. If standard rent is given, Rent Control Act applicable. Rent Control Act applicable rules we have to apply here. Okay. See here. First, step 1. Calculating ERV which is higher of the following two amounts, MRV and FRV. So MRV 6,000 into 12, 72,000, and FRV 6,500 into 12, 78,000. So the higher value that will be the GAV. The higher value, the higher value that will be the ERV, expected rental value. Okay, so 78,000 will be ERV. Next, what we have to do here, standard rent is there na, so we have to calculate adjusted ERV. So for calculating adjusted ERV, which is the least of the following two amounts, ERV 78,000 we have to take, and standard rent 5,800 into 12, so 69,600. So the least value will be adjusted ERV. In these both, the least value we have to select. Next, calculating ARV, rent for 12 months period minus unrealized rent. So 6,600 per month rent he is receiving. First of all we have to calculate for 12 months. So 6,600 into 12 minus 6, unrealized rent is 1 month. In the question unrealized rent is given for 1 month, so 6,600 into 1. So 6,600 into 12 is how much? 79,200 minus 6,600. So 72,600 is ARV. Now what we have to do, we have to calculate adjusted ARV. So ARV minus rent for vacant period or vacancy loss. ARV how much we got here ma? 72,600, and 1 month vacancy is there. In the question what he has given, 1 month vacancy he has given. So 72,600 minus 1 month vacancy is 6,600. So deduct it. So how much we got here? 66,000 adjusted ARV we got. Next what we have to do, we have to calculate the GAV. So once you compare here, okay, once you compare with adjusted ERV, here we have to compare with adjusted ERV. So if unrealized rent is not there and vacancy is not there, ARV will be how much ma? 79,200. So due to unrealized rent, now it has been reduced to 72,900. Due to vacancy it has reduced to 66,000. So here both factors are there, unrealized rent is there, vacancy is there. Because of these both factors only, adjusted ARV has been reduced. So in that case GAV is equal to adjusted ERV. So adjusted ERV is less than adjusted ARV, not only due to vacancy but also due to other factors Okay, like unrealized rent, hence GAV is equal to adjusted ERV. How much here? 69,600. Adjusted ERV we have to take. So remaining problem same again, computation. So GAV heading is very important ma. GAV 69,600 minus municipal taxes 10,800. You will be getting NAV deductions, standard deduction under section 24A 58,800 into 30%, interest on loan under section 24B, okay, 35,800. Now add, and finally deduct from NAV, deduct these deductions. So income from house property is how much? 5,360. 5,360 is income from house property. Okay na? So these are the two questions in situation 4. So once you see the situation 5, it's very simple. What is situation 5? You see ma, the house was vacant for 12 months during the previous year. Total the house is vacant. Total house is vacant. No one is there in the house. So if house is vacant, then here we can't calculate the GAV. Why? Because if rent received is there only, we can calculate the GAV. If house is, and even it is not getting any rent also, ARV is not there, actual rent is not there. If he is not receiving any rent, how we will calculate the GAV? So once you see here, Sri J. Radheshyam owns a building in Patna city since 10th May 2012. During the previous year, the house remained vacant. Expenses incurred by him during the previous year were municipal taxes 15,000, insurance premium against the risk, fire and floods 2,000. These we should not consider. Interest paid on loan taken to construct the house 70,000 we have to consider, and 1,000 on loan taken to pay municipal taxes, and 1,000 on loan taken to pay municipal taxes. Okay, we should not consider here. Compute the income from house property. If municipal rental value is 4 lakhs and similar rent of similar building, means FRV is 5 lakhs. So here ARV is not there. Okay, nothing but he is not receiving any rent. So GAV we can't calculate here. So once you see here, during the previous year, total the house was vacant for 12 months. Rent received from the tenant is nil. When the actual rental value is nil, then automatically GAV becomes the nil. If GAV is nil, minus municipal taxes, okay. So my NAV is minus 15,000. Next, deductions. If it is minus, we can't calculate the deduction here. If NAV is negative, we can't calculate deduction. Next, interest on loan is how much? 70,000. So minus 70,000. So minus 15,000 minus 17,000. So 85,000 is loss from house property. Okay, if self-occupied is there, you have to do in this way. Okay, clear? So situation 5 వరకు కంప్లీట్ అయిపోయిందమ్మా. సో రేపటి నుంచి మనం సెల్ఫ్ ఆక్యుపైడ్ క్వశ్చన్ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తున్నాం. సిచ్యువేషన్ 6, సిచ్యువేషన్ 7 అంత ఇంపార్టెంట్ కావు మీకు. సో అందుకే సిచ్యువేషన్ 5 వరకు చెప్తున్నా. సెల్ఫ్ ఆక్యుపైడ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్, మళ్ళీ సెల్ఫ్ ఆక్యుపైడ్ నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాం. ఓకే, ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ నోట్స్ రాయండి. తర్వాత ట్యాక్స్ నేర్చుకోవాలంటే కష్టమవుతుంది, ఎగ్జామ్ ముందులో పట్టుకొని కూర్చుంటే. సో డైలీ మాత్రం నోట్స్ రాసేసుకోండి.